Hey friends, it's Ollie. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're a returner, thank you so much for coming back. Today I have a full wig install for you guys. I'm showing you guys how I install this wig that's on my head. And I got it from freaking Amazon. I wanted to show you guys that if you're someone that doesn't want to invest $400 to $500 in a wig, I get it, neither do I. I really don't like spending that much for a wig. And you can definitely get a $200 some wig, so a little bit of an investment, but not too much. But it's really just how you apply it and how you install it that makes it look really good. So if you want to hear my first impressions about this wig and then see a full tutorial about how I installed it, then just keep watching. So my first impressions of this wig was that the lace is really white. So obviously this is not going to be a super high quality lace. It was a $200 wig and I got it off of Amazon. So I wasn't expecting, gold here, but I was a little, afraid when I saw the lace that it wouldn't blend well with my skin. So I was really diligent about bleaching my knots, because I knew that seeing any knots on this lace would really make or break the install. So I used 40 Developer and I used my regular bleaching powder. And when I did my bleaching my knots and such, I left it on for about 30 minutes. So I think that's a little bit longer than I usually leave it on, but it really did the trick with this wig. I think that's a major key. Like if you're getting a wig that's kind of not the best quality, give your knots some time to bleach, because frankly, they're gonna need it. I swear the knots on this wig were so tough because I was checking it and it took 30 minutes for it to fully bleach. And there were still sides of my wig that fully didn't bleach. So I had to just let it go at that point, thinking I would cut it off, but it wasn't the end of the world. The second thing I noticed about this wig was the density. So this again was not a surprise. I knew when I picked this wig up that it was only about 150 or 180% density. When I figure out what that is, for real, I'll put that in the description box below. I typically like to get 200, 250 density wigs just because I got a big head. I need hair. I need hair to balance out the size of my head. So this density I knew might be an issue, but I kind of just let it rock. But as you can see, it's a little bit thin. And this is a body wave wig, so after I straightened it, of course, it became thinner than before. I wish I knew how to cut layers. I'm going to keep trying to cut more layers into this wig, and I think it'll make it better. But right now, because it's still kind of bone straight, I only really cut layers in the front. I'm really feeling how thin it is, so that's one thing I don't like about it that much, but at the same time, I only spent $200, so I'm not complaining. Lastly, my first impression of this wig was that I didn't really have the wig smell. Still washed it and I did my whole thing to it, but now the wig smells really good. It's really soft, it smells really good, so it just it feels really good quality. But I also feel the quality and how long your wigs last depends on what products you use. So if you use really good products when you're putting any heat on it or when you're washing your hair, it'll really make the hair look alive. So I don't know if that's just my products doing their thing or this vendor was pretty cool, but this wig looks really shiny and it smells good and it's soft, and it's this is really nice for something that I picked up in a 2-day ship from Amazon. This wig was about $215, so with tax it was maybe $225. I would definitely say it's worth the money. About 150 or 180% density, as I told you, and it's 26 inches. It's a body wave wig, and it's a 13x6 lace closure. So you see how far back the wig goes. So much lace. There's so much lace to work with. It was so easy to install this wig. So if you're looking for a really nice high quality wig, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is gonna be your bread and butter, I swear to you. So without further ado, if you would like to see how I installed this wig, just keep watching. Hey friends, so we're starting off with the ball cap method today. So I'm taking just a tan colored ball cap and I'm trying to pull it as tightly over my head as I can. I'm really just trying to be able to see my hairline to make sure that where I place the glue is the correct place. I'm also covering my ears because I'm gonna cut some holes and there you go. So I'm gonna cut some holes and kind of pull my ears through the wig cap, and that'll allow the wig cap to lie really flat on my forehead. I try to hide it in my face and you don't work. You see Next, I'm gonna take 91% alcohol and just clean up my hairline. I like to do this over my wig cap because I find that like this gives me the cleanest install. And I think because I'm cleaning over where I'm going to apply the wig, it allows like the wig to adhere really like flush, and it just melts beautifully. Now taking my even bold hold glue, I'm going to just outline my hairline. So I like follow my natural hairline, and as you see, my natural hairline is not like perfect across. So I follow the dips and grooves so I can protect my whole edges. I like to use a wooden stick to blend it out just because I feel like it gives me the most even blend, and that way I don't have like a sticky mess on the end of my rat tail comb. Feel good, feel good, I feel good. Cause you choose loyalty, I know your history, met him before your peak, he's so connected to that woman that you used to. Using some cool air, I'm just gonna dry that off until it becomes completely clear. Now that the glue is dry, I'm gonna cut off that excess edge of the wig cap, and then I'm gonna add some powder to blend it to my forehead. Using my Fenty bronzer in Coco Naughty, I'm going to blend out that wig cap to match my forehead. And then I'm going to go in with another layer afterwards using Thick Mint, and this color is a little bit darker, and this will help blend to my forehead even better. So to make sure my wig melts beautifully, I'm going to do some cleanup with some alcohol around the edges of the wig cap again. So now the best part is the actual install. So I'm going to pull this wig over my head and just line it up on my forehead to see how the hairline looks. I make sure to pull out any hairs that are underneath the frontal, that way I don't have a messed up install. So while I'm applying my layers of glue, I like to pull my wig back and kind of fold it this way so that it's easy to pull it back forward when it's time to install. So I'm using my even glue to go around the edge of that wig cap, and I'm just gonna go all the way up into my ears and a little bit towards the top of my ear. And then I'm gonna go back and in front of my forehead on my actual skin, just because I like to pull my wigs a little bit forward. That way I get a little less forehead when I wear a wig. Grabbing a fresh wooden stick, I'm going to blend out this layer of glue until it's basically non-existent, and then I'm going to dry it on cool air until it's completely clear. So this is just one pass of glue. I'm going to do this 3 times, but I'm only going to show you guys one layer of glue. Cause I know it could be brave, and you never felt the same. You be thinking about it every day. Don't believe in fairy tales.
details, but we got a fantasy. And it's me and you on the sheet, telling me up through your sheets. Have you all on top of me? Acting like it's not that deep, boy, you can take it out of me. Tell me what it's about to be, really feel it's about to be. I can't tell on me. Remember I want you, I can remember I want you, and it's just nerves.
After you've applied your 3 layers of glue and let them dry, I'm going to pull that wig back forward, and I'm pulling the hairline so it's a little bit in front of the glue. My goal here is not so the wig will fully melt down right now, but I just want to make sure all of the wig is secured to my head, and I can go back and touch it up later.
Controlling you, but you still hesitate, cause you choose loyalty. I know your history, met him before your peak. He's so connected to that woman that you used to be. But there's times when caught your memory, a couple strokes to put it in the memory. I want you, I can remember I want you, and it's just nerves, it's just deep, making me think about someone new. You know I got so much to say, I try to hide it in my face, and you don't work, you see through, that I just wanna do with you when you're right.
So to make sure that's really on there, I take some hot air with my rat tail comb, and I just kind of comb into the edges and press down while I apply heat in that specific section. Now I'm going to take an elastic band and I'll sit underneath the blow dryer off camera for about 10 minutes. When 10 minutes is up, I'm going to come back and cut off the excess lace. I like to cut in sections here in the front of my forehead, around my temples, and then off the little ear tabs at the side. And then I take a razor to kind of get closer and get like a jagged, uneven line. And I take another smaller scissors off camera to get an even closer cut because it's just easier for me to do it that way. And now I'm going to take some glue and just kind of glue down those excess edges that were lifted up before.
I can't stop back the other way, cause I know it could be brave, and you never felt the same. You'll be thinking.
So I cleaned up the edges with alcohol off camera, and then we're going to come back and spray our edges with this even hairspray. So I like to saturate the whole edge, and then I'm going to sit underneath the dryer again. Now it's time for baby hairs and to finish up this wig. I'm going to use my rat tail comb to grab some sections around my temples and around the tops of my ears. So I'm really sparse with this because I figured I can come back and make more baby hairs, but I didn't want to overdo it at the beginning because I like a very simple look with my wigs. I'm going to use my hot comb to pull down these baby hairs and separate them from the rest of the wig. Now it's time to melt your wig. So using my spritz spray from the beauty supply, I'm just going to completely saturate the edge of my hair and get it completely wet. You'll see here I accidentally sprayed myself in the ear. It was really gross. But then you're going to use your fingers and just kind of rub that in, because this is what's going to literally melt the hairline and make it just like undetectable. And now I'm going to sit underneath the dryer for another 10 minutes off camera. I use a razor to initially cut my baby hairs, but then I go back with a small scissor to kind of cut them at an angle, more precise. But like, look at that melt. Look at how good that looks against the skin. Now I'm going to curl the baby hairs up and use some mousse to swoop them to the side. Using the rest of that mousse, I'm just going to spread that all over my hairline and the top of my hair just to slick away any flyaway hairs. And then I'm going to wrap that up, sit under the dryer a little bit more, do my makeup, and we're all done. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below, or let me know if you would prefer a video that's a talk through tutorial and not a voiceover. Let me know if you'd like another video showing you guys how I prep my wigs before I do my installs. This video was really focused on the techniques I use to get the wig actually on my head, but I can do a separate video showing you guys how I bleach, pluck, customize, and all that good stuff. And as always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. And I will see you guys next time.
You know there's so much to say. I try to hide it in my face and you don't.